So, about 2 weeks ago, I was in Hong Kong and I sit down for dinner at this really famous clay pot rice type of establishment. Super famous in Hong Kong. And I sit down and they sit me at a table full of people that I don't even know. There's like there's like three different type of families there, right? And immediately I get to speak into this fellow right across from me. And we get to talking, and I feel like his name was Andrew. He tells me that it's his first time in Hong Kong since he was born here. And he said, well, it's his first time in Hong Kong in 50 years. And he was born there. And then I'm looking at the guy, and I'm like, wait, hold on. Unless you're lying to me, this can't be true because he barely had gray hair. And I'm just like trying to put it all together. And I'm like, unless you're lying to me, how old are you? You must be, 60 or something. Like he just looked really young. I don't even, like he probably looked late 40s. That's what I gave him, right? Like around 47, 48. And he told me he was 67 years old. And my mind was kind of blown. So, because my parents are 67 years old, right? And I see my parents and they look very different than this guy. So, of course, the question was, what's the secret? What's the secret to staying young, and looking like the way you do? And he kind of laughed and he said, fasting. He said, I've been intermittent fasting for the last 8 years. And I think he's told me he practices like a 24, which is about the same fasting style that I currently am employing. And I totally believe him. The reason why is because when you're fasting, you give your body the chance to rest. And when your body rests, it repairs the old damaged cells. And it's basically not working continuously to balance out the hormones that are fluctuating throughout your body when you eat, especially the way that Americans eat and maybe the way that you eat. It's when you eat this way, you're putting your body under so much stress to break down the food on an hour by hour basis, especially if you're eating more than 2 or 3 meals a day. Like, where's this fucking bullshit coming from where consumerism has convinced us that we need 3 meals a day? Like breakfast is the most important meal a day. Let me tell you the fucking truth. No, it's not. No, it's not. You don't need fucking breakfast, okay? Stop eating breakfast if you're overweight. So that's first and foremost in terms of the secret to anti-aging. And the second thing is get more sunlight. This is just coming from me. This is not his, his advice. For me, the sun is what gives us life. It gives everything in the universe life, and it heals the body. But you don't want to do it like one of these fucking retarded white people that don't put any sunblock on and go out in the middle of the summer in Florida and just sit on a beach for 3, 4, 5 fucking hours, like pretending like they just want to be baked by the sun. And actually, they're not even pretending. They do want to be baked by the sun. I mean, how many times have you seen these white people just become brown over a course of a month or a few weeks because they're just out there sitting there being fried by the sun? That's not the type of sun that I'm talking about. What you want to do is you want to get about 15 to 20 minutes of sunlight in periods, right? Maybe twice or 3 times a day when you actually have sunlight at your availability. Because if you live in the Northeast like I do, when winter rolls around, you are not going to be getting much sunlight. So you best get it while it's here. And the best way to do it is to get 15 to 20 minutes of sunlight without sunblock so that you can get the energy and the power of the sun. Number 3 is stress. Stress is literally the biggest and fastest ager for us as humans. So you want to reduce the stress that you have in your life. So, maybe practices like yoga, breath work, meditation, cold plunge, saunas, ice baths, tea. You want to reduce the caffeine that you're putting into your body, and overall just keep the negative people out of your life so that you can keep it stress-free. All right, and of course, the one thing that we have to talk about is your diet. Your diet is definitely going to be one of the biggest things that either heal your body or cause it more harm. So the main focus of this video is to put the emphasis on fasting. Fasting is the one thing that will help you stay young for a very long time, because you're removing a lot of the excess stress that you're putting on your digestive system. So if you like videos like this, well, then you're gonna like this one too, and I will see you on the next video. Cheers.